Yo, what up, and welcome to the Urban Absurdity Podcast. I'm your host, OG Ron.
I'm your co-host, Shan.
And we got our first guest in the building, man. Y'all know I love interviewing some comedians, so we got comedian K-Dubb in the building.
What's happening? What's the word?
Let's get us a little clapping going, goddamn.
Show love!
All right. It's supposed to only be a few seconds. What's going on with you, brother? How you feeling today, man?
Man, making it do what it do, trying to be the one, not the two. You know how it is.
That's what's up with it, man.
Grinding.
I got a ton of questions for you because, as I said, I'm a comedy fan, bro. So I'll be looking at everybody, seeing what they doing from the Chocolate Sunday videos to, everything. So the first question I got to get into you, bro, is how long have you been doing comedy?
Probably about 25 now.
25 years?
Yeah, 25.
God damn.
Yeah.
So when did you,
Before the World Trade Center dropped, they were still up when I started.
Oh, Lord.
Damn. I don't even remember when they went down. What was that, 2000?
Yeah.
About 2000?
September.
I should know that. I should know that.
You should know that.
I should know that. I'm going to edit that out. Don't trip on that.
Please do. Lose your black card. Oh, no.
So how did you get started? I always ask comedians this because that ain't the easiest career field to just stumble upon. You don't just fall into that shit. It's like it happens some kind of way. How did that happen?
I think I was born in a different time. I should have been born back in the 1700s when niggas used to walk from here to, New York City. That's the time I should have been born in. Because I just left. My mama didn't even want me to go, bro. I just left Memphis, just came to Atlanta.
Okay.
About 18 years old. Graduated high school, told I was gonna do comedy.
So when you left, you already had the dream, I'm gonna go do comedy.
Yeah, I started in high school. I was already doing it in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I got video on YouTube just in high school, me young as hell doing it. But my mama always liked comedy. That's what made her laugh. That made her laugh.
Mm-hmm.
That just made her day comedy. That's the happiest I ever seen her comedy. When Def Jam come out. We ain't even have a TV sometime.
Mm-hmm.
But if we ever see commercials anywhere about Def Comedy Jam, new season, she look at the TV and the cable and watch it. When that season go off, the TV will disappear sometime. But it was there. But then when we did get to keeping the TV, it was always Comic View.
Yeah.
But then I used to watch Comic View, and it wasn't the comedians. It was the way they edit. It was the way BET used to edit comedy. They used to edit it so corny. So I just hated it. I just be like, man, this comedy stuff so corny. But I knew the comedians had to be funny. Mm-hmm. So that's what really made me want to do comedy, because I just thought nobody was that funny anymore.
You said they wasn't doing it right.
That's what I thought in my head, but they were.
Yeah.
I just really thought they weren't doing it right, but it was actually the Comic View edit. Because
so I'm lost now. How was they editing it? Taking out they real jokes out and making it TV friendly?
Making it TV friendly makes it not funny to me. Simply. Okay. I don't know who you trying to cater to.
I got you.
Black folks at BET was pandering to white folks.
So the censoring.
Yeah,
they were just pandering, messing it up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me, basically. Y'all don't need to laugh. We trying to make white people laugh so we can get white people over to be just some old corny coon stuff back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So it was just Comic View. So it was just basically comedy was in your household. That's what y'all like to do, watch it on TV. So that
my mama liked it. I by the time, I found out what comedy was by her loud laugh. And look at that, that's what it was.
The hell she watching?
No, I knew she was watching.
Okay.
But it just that's what's, that's the time where she's in the best mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of that's how that came in, through that, looking back at her laughing.
So was you already funny around the house? Did you have to start getting funny, or was you already because most people
almost. I had to start getting to it. About 8th grade, I had to start getting to it.
Yeah.
Because I used to be funny in the class.
Yeah. And
this one dude told somebody, "Hey man, he can rank." He was in Milwaukee.
Okay.
So that's what they call him, the rank. Mm-hmm. I think it was 3rd grade right here. Yeah. I was like, man, I can't really rank. I'm just funny to you sitting beside you, but you're going around telling people I can rank. Mm-hmm. Now you got these other funny people that probably can't rank looking at me. So I had to really learn.
Yeah.
So we came on back down south, and I went to running into other little funny dudes in the class. But it was still on my mind from 3rd grade. From 4th grade to 5th grade. Then got back up north to Milwaukee. Milwaukee's important because they talk totally different from us. So everything we ever said was funny to them anyway. So it was I was funnier up there. So them folks were laughing again by 8th grade, and I was like, man, I gotta be a comedian because I wasn't thinking about nothing else.
Yeah.
By 8th grade, I was like, I got to be a comedian. So I'm practicing on my cousin Derek. And he looking, he about as positive as he can get, but still saying you corny a little bit.
Yeah.
Still very positive.
Yeah.
You need people like that though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They make you sharpen your skills.
So yeah, man. So by 9th grade, I got class clown, and that was 9th grade. But and then that was in Mississippi. So
Yeah.
I was like, man, I made these the hardest people to me. From Memphis to Milwaukee, they were kind of like easy, but Mississippi was a little harder for me. But I got class clown down there. I was like, it's over. I started trying to do it then. I started literally thinking I need to go get me a suit or something.
Okay, Steve Harvey.
Yeah, that's what you kind of like seen. That was not. I didn't really care for that because I never did that really to this day. But I was like, I got to learn the art of whatever they say.
I forgot about that. They were kind of had like the comedy uniform and shit. Everybody was in a suit.
Hughley. Oh yeah.
It was suited.
Damn, I forgot about
Suited as
that.
hell.
So what part of Mississippi? I got family from down there, Greenwood and Chula, Mississippi, and like down that
I'm
way.
in Chula.
No shit.
My family is in. Yeah, I got some family from Chula. But Cleveland mainly. That's
Okay.
like in the Delta.
See, I ain't never heard of Cleveland. Like I've been down there a few times, but we just went to Chula and like got out of there. That's where my grandma used to live at. So yeah.
Cleveland, Mississippi. I think that's probably when you look at like maps and show like the worst places to live, hardest places, that be sitting right there.
Damn.
But you be too busy looking at Chicago and Gary and DC.
Yeah.
But Cleveland, Mississippi be sitting right there in that same black, like New Orleans and Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen stuff later, like Jackson, Mississippi came on
I
the
ain't
map.
talking about Jackson. Jackson, I love Jackson. Those are my people. But I think to me, we were kind of like predator to them.
Damn.
I think so, but it probably not so true because I'm pretty sure somebody gonna hear this and be, man, hell no. But I'm saying like we thought maybe y'all had it together, nice schools and stuff. We thought that y'all were big city and we'll get you. Like, don't come here.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. I don't know what the rest of them folk were thinking, but that's when I show up in here by myself. It's almost like, what's up?
Yeah.
I come from the worst place ever. Then being in Memphis, it was just as bad.
Yeah, I've been to Memphis.
Yeah, and then being in Milwaukee. I'm talking about 10th and Center, Milwaukee, from Night Honor right there, Walter Simmons, Orange Mound down there in Memphis, and just Cleveland, Mississippi is just. It was just. It definitely was the slums, if you would call it. So moving to Atlanta by myself, man, it was a piece of cake to me.
Man, I was just about to go ahead.
I was gonna ask, was there a defining moment that made you say I need to leave Memphis? You said you left at 18.
What made me? Yeah, it was. Man, by that time, me and my mom were going back and forth, like for real, like because I knew I wanted to go, and it was so much you could say to me. And then as time was passing, I couldn't let school start back again because I hated the dudes that graduated and came back around the school circling. I hated those guys.
That was weird.
Yeah, I actually hated them guys, so I couldn't turn to those guys.
Yeah.
I never ever looped around the school.
Yeah, they ain't got the right mindset. Like, move the fuck on,
You
nigga.
graduated. What you still doing
I
here?
never made the block around the school, man, because my sister, I used to tell her like my sister right up under me. I'm like, don't be messing with these old dudes just circling the schools. Like, you know they might have graduated in '99.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had to get out of there.
See, I used to do it, but I dropped out. I was supposed to be in the motherfucker, and then you do see a whole lot of old niggas. You had all the competition out there, like, why this nigga? And they was getting everybody because they had the money to get the better cars and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is weird though.
So,
Very weird.
and I had a guy, my partner in Memphis. He really he kind of got me out of there too, because I told you, me and my mom was going back and forth. So she I actually was taking my stuff up out of there because I wanted to get on, but didn't have no really way to get on.
Yeah.
So I had all my stuff in the back of that car, but I had it packed down, low in the window. But he pulled up in his big old car with the rims and gonna look right in there to my. She mean, you live in that car.
The disrespect, goddamn.
But really, I did have it all in there. We had just graduated, in June or whatever, and so that stuff in the back of that car. But I had came back down to Memphis from Milwaukee in between the time of graduation.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'm gonna move to Atlanta. I just said it, bro. And he was like, "Oh, you going in it?" I said, "Yeah." Man, I left Memphis, drove down to Cleveland, Mississippi. Ain't but about an hour.
How old were you?
18.
18.
Damn.
I said, I drove down. No, I was 19 for real, because I turned June 9th. So I had turned 19. So I drove down there. And then I left Cleveland and drove to Atlanta.
Yeah. Man, that shit takes some courage, though. The reason I asked how old you were, because, like, I can remember working. Like, I was in my 20s. I don't remember when. But I used to unload trucks and shit. And these truck drivers, like, some of them, like, my age, like, come through there at 25, 26, whatever the hell I was. Some of them would come from Atlanta or like, wherever they was from. They used to always, they started talking about Atlanta around 2000. Like, that's when everybody was coming. Everybody was talking about, hey, Atlanta. So, and I used to think about it, but that shit never went farther than I thought. And then I think, like, as I got older, I was like, nigga, you was scared. Because, like, I was in Kansas City at the time. I was born in Chicago. It's like, why didn't you leave? I didn't have no dream, I don't think, though. Like, nothing popped up to where I said I can't do it here. That shit didn't happen until later. So I always, like, I respect people who did that. Because I was scared when I left Kansas. Like, my grandmother moved me from Chicago, so that was on her. But when I left Kansas City, me and my girl shit, I was in my 40s and I was still nervous because you just be so used to where you at. Yeah. So being a teenager, like, I applaud that shit because you was like, nigga, I'm gonna do this shit now. I'm not gonna wait on nothing.
I thought I was too old then.
Damn.
God, I thought I was too old. I was trying to get the fuck on. I just didn't know. If I'd have fucked around and had somebody that tell me anything at 14, I'd have been gone. I'd have been gone at 12.
Yeah.
I ran the first time I got out my mama.
Said 12.
First time I got out my mama's arms and ran out the house and was like, fuck all this shit, was 13.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's the first time I left. Yeah. And but I left, let me tell you for real, bro, I left in 93 out my mama's house. 93, 94. But I went to stay with my grandma, but sound convenient, but she didn't even know I was coming. And it's like I really wasn't even supposed to even be over there like that. But I went and stayed there. Then by 15, that was it. I ain't really lived back in there again that much. But I did live in that little thing afterward in Memphis a little while.
Yeah.
But after like 14, 15, I was staying with my friends and all that. Staying with my partner, mama. He'll tell you right to this day, she's be like, he gotta go. But I still pull up. One time I got sick over there. She was like, won't you go home? I ain't going home.
No, I ain't going home.
That's what I ain't going. But a couple times I got caught up, like when we got back to Memphis. When I got back to Memphis, I was living there for a second.
So when did things start picking up? Like, when did you first hit the stage? Like, when did it start making sense? You know what I mean?
Like this move.
I mean, you really never, still to this day, ain't made sense. I'm not gonna act like you just blowed up around here. To this day, it still ain't made sense. I'm still living with this. I'm living, get rich or die trying type thing. So, but it happened instantly, man. Not instantly, but man, to be honest with you, man, I was happy to be in Georgia in an apartment complex like that. Man, that's the nicest apartment complex I had ever been in with the pool. You can get in.
Oh, shit. And
then it was probably about 4 or 5 women out there in the pool. 2 or 3 dudes. So this was a better ratio I had ever seen. Better, bluer pool that I had ever, for real, really seen. Cause we were living in Sherwood Apartments with the pool in the middle. It was just a little ghetto, this little pool. My little brother probably confirmed it right now. Here it is. I'm talking about the ghettoest little pool. That little dive you see on Memphis people doing when they dive in. Bitch, when they be hitting the water like that. They doing that back then. In that pool. And nobody lives in that apartment. None of them lived over here. But they chopping the water.
Right.
It. So when I moved up there in them apartments, out there in Sweetwater, Mapleton Parkway, Atlanta just looked so good. Out there. I hadn't even got over into Atlanta yet. I was just out there in that you know, out there in the little Mableton area.
Okay.
You on my side of town.
And the people were just cool. The dudes were at least lying like they got something going on. They was at least saying it, and it sounded good. So, and then the money, whether they was lying or not, they was talking about more money than them folk were talking about back where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's inspiration though, because you go off what you hear. Even if a motherfucker be lying, it
Even
sparks
if
some
they
shit in your
lying.
head. Like, damn.
Right, it's
Even if they
opportunity
lying.
out here. Come on now.
Bruh, back where I'm from, the most I ever heard somebody got caught with dope and stuff like that. Nigga used to be like, man, they say he got caught with a key and 2,500, a key and 8,000. I moved to Atlanta. Nigga said, you know, remember Reggie? This 2 days in Atlanta. You don't know Reggie, do you? Man, they just caught that boy with 58 bricks, 187,000 on. I said, where the fuck are these numbers coming from?
God damn.
Who had that kind of money?
Yeah, they got it.
Let me get caught with 187, please. At that point, sign me up.
Yeah.
But nobody, like, that, you could have had me. I would have sold some dope in 01 to about 07. Because Big Meech and them, I remember when they came around, BMF. I remember when they started sprinkling out. But outside of that, the Dreams out there at Mableton was good. So it took me 9 days to find a comedy club.
Wow.
A nigga in the pool told me. I didn't know nothing
You ran
about
right
comedy.
into it, nigga.
I moved to Atlanta. Only reason I moved to Atlanta because Comic View was on in Atlanta.
Yeah.
TV.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Comic View on BT. Coming to you 6 nights a week. Get your laugh on. Hey,
Yeah.
get your laugh on.
Damn.
They was in Atlanta. Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
And Ricky Smiley used to be shouting out Lil Jon them and all them in the front row all the time. That's what I
Damn,
said.
bro.
That Lil Jon, once I seen he was like, Ricky Smiley was like, we in the A and give it up for Young Bleeds. He was in Young Blood. Young Blood jumped up and Lil Jon. This all on the episode of Comic View.
Damn, man.
So I moved to Atlanta because I thought that I would find Comic View.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they taped it last June and just put the season out from LA.
Oh, yeah. Busted down and put out.
I
Yeah.
thought they was right over there somewhere filming.
Damn, bro.
I thought I can walk up and look into the camera on TV. Wave at it.
Thought it was live.
Man, right then.
But 9 days, though, after you hit Atlanta, you was in. Or you found out about the comedy club or you hit the stage 9 days later?
You know how you asked me a question? That's how I got to it in 9 days.
Wow.
Because I didn't know comedy club. I didn't know the word comedy club.
Yeah.
I only knew Comic View and I want to be a comedian. I didn't know open mic. I didn't know the word room. I didn't know the word tight five. I didn't know the word general manager. I had never heard the word general manager in my life. I had never sat down at a restaurant to eat for real. Like not at a Applebee's or nothing. I might have sat down at a McDonald's, but I never sat down at no type of comedy club. I had never seen a live show.
Damn. Okay.
You feel me? I saw it on TV, like comedy. So I wasn't even asking the right questions. I was asking about Comic View.
Yeah.
For about 2 or 3 days, I was like, where they do Comic View at? And the dudes would tell me, but they didn't know what I was asking. They would be like, I think they used to deal here, Ricky Smiley or somebody. And I'd be like, yeah, that's what they do on Comic View. And he'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, so where's that? They were like, I don't know, but I know it's here in Atlanta. So this is day 3. This is day 4.
Yeah.
So you didn't bullshit. You wasn't
I didn't
bullshit.
know
You
shit.
was trying to find Comic View, goddammit. What do you do Comic View
One
at?
dude said, I don't know, but they be down at the comedy corner. I said, what? He said, the comedy corner.
Uptown comedy.
I said, what is that? He says, it's a place down there. Everybody be down there. They earthquake them be down there at comedy corner.
Yeah.
That's how he was talking to me from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was like, so where that's at? He said, I don't know. But I know that they be down there. I hear on the radio. So I'm like, all right, I go back in the crib. I'm sleeping good. Like, I'm like, okay.
Got a little information today,
Got a little
goddammit.
information. I go back to the pool. Man, bro. It's a little 10-year-old girl out there. I forgot her name. I wish I could find her. It was another little young girl because I was about 18, 19 at the time. The other girl about 15. They was on, I guess they might have liked me because that's who I was cooler with in the apartment complex. They would tell me small stuff. The one little girl said, they got earthquake at the comedy club this week. Little young 10-year-old. I'm like,
That's
Damn.
how we talk to.
yeah. My mama them going to the earthquake at the company. This day 6 or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, what you talking about? Okay, the ice cream truck, whatever. What did you
About
just
earthquake.
say?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. So I go hollered this guy named Chuck and my cousin too. Chuck was like, yeah, they be at Uptown. Cause now I can say Uptown instead of keep saying Comic View to people. I was like, man, Uptown. So they say Earthquake. He was like, yeah, I know about Uptown. I ain't been yet, but I know. He grown. This guy about 24.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I want to go down there. I done heard about it. Like, bro, we couldn't even find it. That's why I said this day 7. I ain't find it day 9. My cousin got off on that Friday. So we rode, you know, maybe the Parkway run right in Martin Luther King. Before they put the Georgia Dome, you could take it straight to Peachtree. Like a straight line from Maple to Parkway straight to Peachtree.
Okay.
So we went down there and we made a left. And that bring you right over there with underground with a bum playing chess at. I said, let's go over here. These guys look like they might know something.
They know something.
I asked 12 people what a comedy club was. They like, I don't know, it'd be some comedy over here though. I know it'd be some comedy. I didn't realize it'd be open mics. I still ain't got that word yet.
You ain't got that far yet.
No, I ain't got that far. They were like, I know it'd be some comedy over here. And I'm like, over there? That's where it's at. You know, I'm still looking for the crowd of people with Ricky Smiley, whoever.
Yeah.
So
you was dreaming big, bro. This is like inspirational. All right, I'm listening.
One dude said it's that way. So I drove that way. Came this way. I passed up right here, Lennox. I drove. He said from the underground, he said it's that way. Man, I went way past Lennox, where we at right now, and was getting down there to regular houses again and said to myself, I'm not downtown no more. They told me it's like downtown, midtown somewhere. I done passed it.
Yeah.
So I got out the car and I asked somebody else, I said, you know where the comedy corner at? They said, I think it's that way. So I started back coming. So I had the little memory anyway. I can remember everything I was seeing coming left and right.
Yeah.
So man, I seen a Benny Hunter. Benny Hunter with black and red. So I pull over there to the Benny Hunter. I was like, man. So you know where the comedy corner at? He said, I don't know. He said, I think it's a comedy club over there. Right across the street. I look over there and I see, I go over there and I see what he talking about. But then I go over to the parking lot and then I look up and see the comedy corner sign. And I'm like, okay, it's in a plaza. About as big as a Chinese restaurant type stuff.
Yeah.
So I go up to it and I'm looking, I'm already like, I'm like, this ain't what I was thinking. So I go to the front. No host, Nar hosting. Rest in peace, Nar hosting. He told me come back Tuesday. It was Sunday. He said come back Tuesday. Stripper dope dealers in here tonight. You don't want to start your career out in here tonight with these people. Now I thought maybe he was telling me something for my own good, which he was. If I'd have known better, I'd be like, man, fuck that. Put me up now, nigga. But I'm thinking he know what he talking about and he telling me right, so I need to listen to him because at this point, I'm open. I come back Tuesday, went up, Earthquake was there. They did the whole thing. I didn't realize on the list, everybody don't go up. No. I ain't know that either.
Damn.
When I came in, they told me sign the list. I'm like, oh, okay, so they called me. Okay, I ain't gonna be talking to the host. Of course I didn't, it was Shawty. He wasn't even over there by us. So I signed the list. Man, show over. Shorty, I see Shorty leaving. They ain't put me up. They ain't put a couple other people up.
What the hell?
But they put up a couple people that I had got cool with that day at 7:30 before the open mic started at 9. So Earthquake, they brought up Earthquake and he do about 45 minutes. And he was like, he was getting out.
You ain't know they went that long because Comic View, they didn't have sets that long on there.
I didn't know people could sit there that long because at this time I was done. Like I wasn't even here to hear no Earthquake. I liked Earthquake when I was sitting with my mama. But that day is the day where I didn't like no more comedians. Like I still like certain comedians. Yeah. But I wasn't a fan of comedy anymore. It was more not even competition, but like that day pissed me off because I see that it was competition. It's like I may not get up, so Earthquake went over there 45 minutes of my fucking time is what I was thinking. Okay, I got you. Even though he was booked and that was his night and who the fuck am I? Yeah. But that's what he said when I said, hey, I didn't go up. He was like, this in the middle of the show. Like, I didn't realize he could roast me and destroy me.
God damn.
But he didn't.
I was about to say that happened?
Yes, it happened. He was getting off. He was like, all right, man. He don't know me. It's like if I'm doing my show Like, I don't know this guy. What is he talking about? If you sign the list and didn't get up, handle that after. Come back next week. Be cool. But I didn't know none of that. So I was like, he was like, all right, y'all, y'all have a great night. I said, hey, who gonna bring me up? He was like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, my name K-Dubb. He was like, what you do? I was like, I'm a comedian. I signed the list. He said, the list been over with, nigga. Crowd laughing.
What the hell?
He was like, so what do you want me to? He said, what the fuck you want me to do, nigga? This ain't a baseball game. You can't get in when you want. That's what he's saying to me, and I'm hearing him, but I'm still ain't understanding why the fuck I'm not on that stage, nigga. You mean to tell me I sat in here and had a 2-drink minimum and I don't go up?
Yeah.
I don't even hear you.
Yeah.
I said this in another interview. Only thing would have happened if somebody would have died.
Like, nigga, I've been looking for this comedy club for 9 days.
You heard me. I say this, but I think people think I'd be like literally somebody would have died that night because I was finna do something.
Yeah.
Because I came there on some shit like I'm going up. And before I knew I wasn't going up, like I didn't know that you don't go up.
It was all foreign to you.
It was all foreign. I didn't even feel like I was being tried. I felt like somebody was holding me back.
Yeah.
I didn't even feel like, man, I forgot who Earthquake was. That fast. But get what he did?
What?
He brought me up.
Wow.
Damn.
The man brought me up. Ronnie Jordan, a comedian named Ronnie Jordan, we started 2 days apart. We all remember this day.
Yeah.
He brought me up. And I did my little joke. I had my little bag joke and all that. So I went up, and he was like, "You better be funny too." He made it a game, even though I was out there, furious as fuck. So I go on. I do this. I do pretty good, and then it sink down like any comedian that ain't that good at it. You got to get off.
Yeah.
He came back on stage. Craig was like, "You come on the stage. If you say hey and they say ha ha, just say bye bye. Don't stick around." That was the first lesson I learned.
And I was just about to ask, so we had made it to the story about you want to be a comedian. Now you in the comedy club. I was just about to say, like, were you ready with material when you came? Like, did you have
I still got that book.
No shit. So you was already writing jokes.
I still got shit from the 10th and 9th grade in the closet. I still got that joke book, a maroon joke book. Now, I've been writing since 9th grade, just writing down, jotting down. Bro, I do some of them corny ass jokes. Bro, I can tell you, so I know them off the top of my head, bro. Like some of them corny ass jokes. Wrote down one of them. This ain't the jokes I tell. Bro. This is a 9th grade written joke. This is a 9th grade written joke. The joke is called, if I go get the book, take a picture, it's called Oscar.
Okay.
And guess what? It was just, this shit's so corny. But I said, I got a partner named Oscar. I said, but he stutter. I asked him his name. You ask him his name, you'll think somebody in trouble. You'd be like, what's your name, man? Ooh. And that was it. It wasn't even, It was ooh. I just thought that was funny. Like, stuttering, ooh. That was the one joke I wrote. It never made it on no set. It never made it on no set or nothing, but I just remember that's one of the first ones. I got another one. This one was a little better than that one.
Let's hear it.
It's called Trailer.
Okay.
Trailer. This is all before 10th. This is all 9th, 10th grade wrote jokes. I know a dude. He poor, man. He real poor. He live in a trailer. Not a trailer house, but a trailer on the back of a car. He's laying down while nigga driving. That was the joke right there.
Okay.
That was a little funny. That was
a little funny.
Yeah, that was better than Oscar.
But yeah, I was writing the shit out of jokes, bro. I was writing jokes every fucking day, man. All day. That's all I was doing.
So you said your first set, you started here, ended here. Like how did that feel to know like you didn't do as good as you thought you were gonna do?
Shit, it bothered me because I had to wait 100 and some more hours.
Wow.
To get back on stage. And it was, I could even say 7 days.
I was just, I was over here calculating. Wait a minute.
You count them, yeah.
Yeah, I would count the hours because it was Tuesday and I got off stage and I was on the patio and people was leaving out of the club. And I was trying to think of any type of power I can get to push them back in the club to let me go up again.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about when am I coming back and how I'm going to get back because I ain't have a car. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to make friends with people.
Yeah.
And it was just a whole nother quest, another conquest again for next week, trying to get back up here.
Mm-hmm.
And is they going to let me up? Are they mad because I yelled out? Mm-hmm. And I realized they don't give a damn.
They don't.
but And that was week to week. That was July 31st, 2001. That was a Tuesday. Then I, come back that next week, that 5th or that 6th, that 13th, 14th. By the 13th, 14th, got a partner named Daryl Dam. He was like, I be doing this other spot. It's called Dudley's. I went over there and did Dudley's, and they really gave me the business. They turned the music on me.
God damn.
Not the Sandman.
Yeah, pretty much. But it wasn't even Sandman music. It was just regular music. Damn. You can tell. I was like, what the hell?
But was that motivation for you? Like, I gotta win one. Like,
Didn't even know I was losing.
oh,
I didn't even know I was losing. I didn't even know that. I found out that music was saying I was awful when I got off, and they brought up another guy, and I looked at the host, and he looked at the DJ and was like, he was looking at, like, you on stage and you the DJ. He was like,
yeah. Ooh.
That's when it took me 10 minutes to realize he did that to me. Because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know a host to be sitting over there by the DJ telling me, if he ain't funny, we're going to play this.
Play that damn music.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
So once I left out there again, I was like, shit, what the fuck must I do and say?
Yeah.
So how much did you get out that night? Like, did you get like halfway through your set? Like, was it quick
It was
or?
halfway through quick, yeah. That Wednesday at Dudley's, yeah. I was doing Tuesdays like three weeks straight.
Yeah.
Like other comedians started telling me, other comedians, that's who you got to be cool with, other comedians. Earlier I was saying, like, at that day, I didn't deal with no more comedians, but you go on to learn that you need comedians passing information.
So I gotta ask this now: is that what helps you develop your style? Because as I said, I watch comedy. You got some rapid fire comedians, but not a lot. They go the traditional route: set up, punchline, set up, punchline. You will come out like, man, show some love if you ever threw away some draws the other day. Like, you know what I mean? Your punchline just hit them right there, and then you just keep building on that shit. I watched you. I can't remember what it was, but I was talking to somebody. This wasn't even recently. This was before the interview was set up like anything. It might have been Tasha. And I was just like, this dude came with a joke and just kept building. It was the same fucking joke. But it kept going for like 4 minutes. It seemed like you just kept talking about it, and like. So is that what developed your style? Like you like kind of felt like you had to go quick, make them laugh, like shit before the music came on or something like that. Shit, 'cause I definitely noticed it.
Yeah, it's hurry up. They don't like me. They don't fuck with me. They want to see earthquake. So you make them laugh real quick, real hard, forever. Like I do it for an hour. You'd think after 40 minutes I'll slow down. Still scared. Still not convinced, y'all. Because watching Comedy View and watching a lot of comedy, they like a lot of other stuff. I can't say, we could say, oh, that ain't funny. They like stuff that ain't funny. But no, that ain't true. It's just they like a lot of other stuff, so you don't know where you stand. I know I'm funny. I kind of knew it all my life.
Yeah.
Because my mom is very, very funny. But that's all it stemmed from. Just kind of, not so much as scared, but got to get you coming up in them. I was never privy to a decent crowd. Even like I was talking about coming out of the hood, even when I got to Atlanta, it was Dudley's, it was Uptown too, and Uptown had a reputation of booing your ass. So that's all it was. That's it. Just not being privileged to do better clubs.
Okay. So it helped you. It made you more seasoned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Made me a hell of a comedian. Way better roaster than I ever thought I was. I didn't know I was that good of a roaster until I knew I could roast. But then once we did the roast me thing, he set me in there. I was like, God damn, I'm better than I thought. What's all that old anger from when I was younger? That shit come right out.
It helped.
It helped for real. Shit.
Fuel to the fire. So what was your first, I don't want to say win because you said you didn't know you were losing, but what was your first successful set? You remember where it was?
A good set that I had.
Where you was like, okay, I figured out my flow. I know what I need to do.
Brown about that after Dudley's time, because guess what made it a good set? It wasn't even that it was good material. It's that I adopted talking about sex. I didn't do that in the beginning. I was doing Oscar and Trello. I was doing bad.
So you started evolving.
Jokes. But after about week 3, I'm noticing that my partner is just up there talking about eating ass, and we the same age.
Yeah. And they laugh.
They is laughing. These grown women. I'm 19. I ain't even 20 yet.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these grown fucking women laughing at this nigga, man. They laughing at this nigga. And that night I got the music turned on me at Dudley's. He did good. And we rolled over there together.
Oh shit.
That was an awkward
and
drive.
And when he got off, no, I ain't ride with him. It was awkward goodbye. When he got on stage, one of the dudes from in the crowd, who I was, the crowd was the scariest thing, looking at them. So one come out of the crowd and shook his hand like, you was funny as hell. I'm like, shit, that wasn't for me. So yeah, but after that, I came back that next week to that same spot. And I said, okay, I gotta turn their ass up. I said, these niggas snorting powder in the bathroom.
Hello?
Yeah, so can't be doing these goddamn Oscar things. You gotta go up with that shit. And one of my first jokes that I had that got everybody across the board was, you ever be so broke somebody cut you a good deal you still couldn't fuck with it? It was fast paced too. Did that on Bad Boys of Comedy. But that joke used to lead me out of those. I go on stage and just be like, where the broke people at? And most of them clap. Half the crowd love to clap. Like, yo, be so broke somebody cut you a good deal, you still couldn't fuck with it. It just hit every fucking time.
Because it's relatable.
It don't matter where I was at. And every nigga that was cool walked up to me.
Wow.
That was that beginning. And then, I don't want to throw this woman under the bus. Like, when Big Led stole that joke, I'm like, bitch.
Oh, shit.
I don't, no, it ain't like this is tea or nothing, because I done said this shit. But it's almost, this ain't even, trust me, that shit is, I don't even do that joke no more. So that's old. I'm just saying, like, how I was so hurt.
Yeah.
She didn't even realize. She told one of my partners I was a bitch for going on an interview saying, I'm like, bitch, you really hurt me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, you don't even realize how much you destroyed my soul, because I was taking you back and forth from the hotel to the comedy club every night you were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
This back in like 02. I mean, like, I knew you from Comedy View. Like, I was looking up to your grown ass.
Yeah.
And when comedians come up to me and be like, hey, man, you doing Leslie joke? I'm like, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, but the comedians knew it was mine because I was just so serious and so of a student of the game. They knew me by the end. This had been 2 years in. And that shit just hurt me. Leslie, you should apologize to me.
Hello?
You should just apologize.
Write a letter.
And I'm apologize. Just apologize, because I may not ever let it go. I ain't like it. I didn't like it.
Man, that's going to be a segue into what I was going into next. But before I say that, I got to say, I can see why you got, well, I don't know how many of those got stole, but I can see why. Because like I said, most people try to write traditionally. You come out on stage and like I could name one night when I went to see T.I. Now, I didn't even know, like he was just like, you said, Ha Ha Mafia. So I don't even think I seen the names on the floor. I was like, shit, T.I. gonna be there, we going. So I ain't no ultra cool ass nigga, but I try to keep my, like, shit, giggling a little bit too goddamn much is a little bit, you know what I mean? I try to keep it down. This nigga come out there and it's just like this. And it's just like this. When people see that shit, they want that type of, like, energy, bro. It's a different type of energy. I've seen a lot of comedians, even the funniest ones. But it's like, as a fan of comedy, you got to be patient with a lot of comedians because they got to set their joke up. You know what I mean? So when you come out there with a fucking AK-47 and shit, people gonna look and be like, damn.
I hate that though. I got lost in a competition, 10 grand to a slow comedian. Not a slow comedian, but a comedian that do the setup. And Marlon Wayans. Michael Blackson looked at me and said, hey man, I voted for you. But you had Donnell Rawlings on one side and Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans came down and talked to me. At this time, me and Donnell Rawlings used to just look at each other and walk past each other. We cool as hell now. But at this time, we just look at each other and walk past each other because we didn't know each other like that. Donnell Rawlings was already kind of famous when I started Ashy Larry and all that shit. So I was a young comic up under him. But I still don't know which one of these niggas voted me no. But I lost that 10 grand. And I had my mom and them in town and everything. I was the finals, nigga. Out of like.
So what was the competition? It was just
the Miller Lite. The Miller Lite competition.
God damn.
I lost to Keisha Hunt. Shout out Keisha Hunt. She's funny as fuck though. Champ. I mean, she's funny. I just know for a fact she didn't come close to the shit I did that night. But she had a great damn story.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like you can't really. A great story is just as good as one nuclear boom is about as good as just as good as an AK-47.
Yeah.
So she had a great one of them, but I just knew for a fact. To me, not knocking Keish. Keish been my nigga 20 years plus. But I could not dryness, but they was waiting on her, and then she'll hit their ass, they waiting, hit their ass, waiting, they waiting, and then she boom. So it was good.
Okay, I got you.
I came out, bop, bop, nigga, the intro. If you Google it in 2013, middle late, and listen to the intro, when I came out there, it took me 2 minutes to tell a joke, because they was cheering the whole time, just looking at me at the center stage.
Damn, man.
Full circle moment.
Well, that was that night. I lost.
Yeah.
But I lost that night. When they cheered for 2, it was full circle in a bad way. I was full circle
like,
when I won.
I'm finna win.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. It was like I knew I'm finna win, but I didn't win that night. So a story kind of got me.
Yeah.
A good story.
So now I got to ask about crowd work comedians. I'm always on YouTube. So they always showing me some damn comedy clips or something on my page. And it seemed like I didn't notice until like maybe a few months ago. So like people ain't really feeling the crowd work as much as I thought they were. Cause I go to like comedy shows and shit. And I don't think I ever thought about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's not if it's funny if they work in the crowd for a minute. But a lot of comedians say it's fucking up comedy.
No, it's not. It's not fucking up no comedy because it's been around. We've been doing it. They just like skip whatever. It's just like I don't know, whatever they sneaking and recording now. Like for instance, like 85 South show with Carlos and them.
Yeah.
What's the name? Them been kind of doing that. Arsenal and Mitchell. They been kind of like doing that kind of banter on stage. 2 people on stage, even though Carlos and them is 3. Carlos and them definitely is a pioneer in that area, no doubt about it. But ain't none of this new.
Yeah.
Especially with the crowd work, like that's what Nate does. And Matt Rife come up under us. Like he's the white boy Matt Rife.
That's all we do.
That's he's up under me. That's my youngin.
Yeah.
Like I watch a lot of Nate too. Nathan made it clear like y'all taking my shit now. Well, I don't know if Nate got that kind of attitude. Nate said, you heard him say that? Maybe in a joking way, but he kind of did say
Nate ain't got that energy. Nate a cool dude.
Yeah.
I think he knows enough for everybody. And I've never seen him on that kind of trip.
Yeah.
But Nate has been doing comedy over 20 years. Nate been crowd work. Nate can do whatever. Yeah. Nate can sing. Nate can dance. Nate can roast. He's multi-talented. But
then he got his own club out there in Washington too.
Been had it. Been doing that.
Yeah.
Been 15, 20 years ago he been running the club.
Damn, that's
He wrapped his car 25 years ago. I used to be like, bro, why you got your face on your car? And now I'm like, and he still got that car.
Wow.
But like Matt Rife, they brought him down. Gary Abdu owned ATL Comedy Theater. They brought him down and brought him to me.
Wow.
Yeah, and I probably still got flyers and stuff. I do, literally. But I used to take him on the road with me when he was about 15, 16 years old.
No shit.
Yeah, Matt Rife is an Atlanta comedian from the Uptown Comedy Corner. Gary Abdu owned Uptown Comedy Corner. So he brought Matt and just dropped him with us. And Matt just learned a lot from us.
Man, I gotta say this quick story real quick. I'm gonna tell you the way I met Gary Abdu. I had researched him before I even moved from Kansas City. But I didn't have cause I had inboxed him a few times and said I didn't just jump out there. I kind of researched Atlanta and the comedy scene. I was like, let me hit a few people up before I get there, see if I can, get a connection. Like, it's like a podcast plug, maybe interview some comedians. So as usual, I ain't gonna say as usual, but a lot of people just like, I don't know this nigga, so they ain't replying. I went and got a job at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. I'm in that motherfucker cooking chicken just so I could end up meeting this nigga. I worked I worked there like 90 days. I didn't even know how to fry chicken.
Hey, man.
I'm in that bitch frying chicken for the comedy club until I met him. And as soon as I got cool with him and John, which is another owner there, then I quit.
John is my guy.
Man, I worked there 3 months, bro.
John is my guy.
Yeah, John.
Gary is too, but John my guy.
John the one that got me the damn job too. Because I'm tell you how I met him. Me and my girl, we didn't know nobody. We moved here. I knew about the Atlanta Comedy Theater. I see John riding up the street one day in his
Camaro or something.
and he had all the information on the back of his motherfucking car.
Yeah.
I DM that nigga right there and at the light. And being the cool dude that he is, by the time we got home, he was like, "Hey, what's going on, bro?" He's like, "Yeah, I see your shit. That shit dope." So down the line, he got me a job there though. But yeah, bro. So I know all about coming for a dream, boy.
John Walker was there the first night I went on stage.
No shit.
John Walker was right there. And he kept being there and just took my number probably about a month in and always kind of took care of me. John Walker.
I could believe that, bro.
We had the same last name. He just always called me cuz. Hey, Kelly Walker, John. But he always, I done been to his house. Know his kids or whatever. I done took John with me on the road. Man, John, I done put John in my passenger seat and we done went on the road.
Man, John cool as hell, man. She randomly DM'd me the other day with a video like, "You should get you a Porsche." I'm like, man, I ain't on that goddamn level yet. Get that rich ass shit on somewhere, boy.
You know he's trying to be a comedian too right now.
I seen him a little while back. He said he was going on stage. Like, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, he hit me up to me. I'm going up there, and his page is New Funny Guy or something.
Yeah.
His Instagram is New Funny Guy. Like, bro, you sat in the front row of comedy shows for 25 years. Now you just deciding to get up there.
Yeah, I seen him do a show once. Like I said, I was working there. I used to come out the kitchen to see who there and shit. But that was like, so like I said, I knew I was coming here with the podcast. I just had to find some kind of way to get interviews. Because in Kansas City, it was this hating ass comedy club manager. She was, like, I ended up getting my revenge from her. I actually told her, I was like, look.
Talking about the Improv?
Nah, it's the Funny Bone. Now, yeah, it was the Improv though.
Yeah.
I was talking, I can't remember her damn name. I know Tasha knows. She over there smiling. I inboxed her before I left. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm done with this motherfucking city. You mean to tell me somebody had turned down, like, I offered her $500 every time somebody come in this motherfucker that I couldn't DM myself and like get a reply. I'm like, I give you $500 to make the connection. I don't give a fuck if y'all got 2 or 3 people a week. She would never do it. She would say she gonna do it, but she would never do it. And the funniest thing is, after a while, she had to bring the comedians to my goddamn studio because I finally started getting to them. She had to bring Earthquake to that motherfucker. She had to bring like a whole lot of people. Yeah. And I wasn't mad at her, but I was like, I just don't get why people just won't. Like, it was money involved. I could see if I say, hey man, how about you bring the celebrities to my, like, that's a little much.
Yeah, you can't do that. She can't do that. She cannot do that.
Tell me something then. You might be, I might have to call and apologize.
No, she can't do that. She can't. That'll be so messed up.
Or like a conflict of interest of her job or something like that?
Because people don't come in town. They don't be, like, you don't want to meet nobody. It don't be, it's about organic connections, I guess.
Yeah.
I understand it, but she can't do it. You have to give you have to watch you come out that door and give them $500.
Yeah.
Like an opener. That's what they do to me. And I let them do it sometimes. Like, somebody might come to me and be like, hey man, can you just get T out of his outfit and I'll give you one? I'd be like, all right. I got you. Like, because I'm not finna bother this guy. And I don't want to be helping you do nothing with that. It's like, it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's too much at the end. Like, whatever can go wrong,
I got you.
Wrong type shit. And
but she just made me hungry though. I kind of started just going right to them. If they doing a meet and greet, because I always want to interview them on Saturday. If they got a meet and greet or anything on Friday night, I'm coming in there with $1,000, depending on who it is. I got some money for you.
Yeah, and but that's what I'm saying. I got a lot of interviews like that. That's the way people used to come to me. They would come to me just like that with some bread or something, some clothes or something. I don't know, man. And I look in the person's eyes and see, because they remind me of myself. And like I said, I wanted to kill the motherfucker when I couldn't get what I wanted. So I definitely understand. It just ain't cool because artists, what people don't even realize is coming off them planes, most time we be in that green room, fresh, ain't even been in the hotel yet. And the last thing we need is that's the last thing I know I need. I don't know about nobody else. It's a knock on the door for anything other than what I asked for.
Yeah.
Because if you wake up in the morning and fly out and you argue with your wife before you leave and you go into a city and you know you ain't making but this much and you got this and that and that somebody wants something. I didn't even want to leave this morning. My bitch went that way when I left. Like, what is you doing? Like, it's just so much, bro. Like, I can tell you 50% of the times I go on the road, I am thinking about what my gal, not doing, but just thinking about my son, just thinking about all kind of shit going on that road anyway. So that's it. That road is terrible. That road is, that shit is horrible and everybody know it.
Yeah, I got you.
So even with the artists coming in, the manager of the club, somebody got to teach her to have that, keep that distance. Somebody got to, because if she's stupid enough, she'll do something like that. But if she's smart, she'll keep that distance between the artist and the people that's coming in.
I never looked at it like that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I never looked at it like that. I was mad as much, but it made me move, so it's a good thing. Like I said, I had to get up out of there, though. I ended up getting a lot of interviews like that, but yeah.
I mean, you speak about connections a lot. How important is healthy relationships with other comedians versus just being funny? Do you need a good balance between both?
Well, I was taught earlier, which messed me up, that it's like some people say 1%, then some say 10% funny, 90% business, 99% business. So I don't. Bernie Mac, to me, I always say this. They get mad when I say it. He's one of the funniest humans totally on the earth, but he's not a great writer. He don't tell good jokes for real. He's not a good joke writer, good teller. He just tell a lot of stock jokes. You know what I mean? He does. Like a lot of stock jokes. He tell a lot of jokes that's not his. You know, Tyler Craig kind of did that, tell a lot of stock jokes. But these two individuals I just named, Bernie Mac and Tyler Craig, they both are the funniest two humans on this earth to me. But when it comes to joke writing, you know when I was writing that joke, Oscar?
Yeah.
I don't even know if they could do that.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, because they never done it. They died not doing it.
So what's a stock joke? Like a
joke that's been done before, joke that's not yours, that you tell better than the motherfucker that told it.
Okay.
You tell it better than the motherfucker that told it. You know how to tell that joke better than anybody. Michael Carr, you tell a lot of stock jokes. But you got the comedians like, you know, whether you be like Ali, they make up their own jokes. They write their own jokes. You know, Mike Epps, he make up and write his own jokes.
Yeah.
Whoever you can name, a lot of them make up. So, I forgot damn near what the point I was making almost. Ain't that a bitch?
We was talking about the stock jokes. You saying Bernie Mac,
the funny,
Tyler Craig.
We was talking about how the funny don't matter too in a sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, writers. Bernie Mac, funniest person. Then you got Reggie or Warren Hutcherson, who's the EP of Bernie Mac show. He was on the same, I think he was on Def Jam too. And he wasn't all that funny on Def Jam. Bernie Mac killed it. But he wound up writing, executive producing Bernie Mac's show. That's something Bernie probably could have never done. But if you put him on that screen, he's gonna kill it. But for him to write it and produce it himself, he needed Warren Hutcherson to do all that. So it wouldn't be a Bernie Mac for real if it wasn't for people knowing that talent that he do have. Like he got this nigga got it. So I guess I can explain that a little better, because last time I said it, they didn't get it. They still going with Bernie the funny. I'm like, yes, he's very funny. But the writing ability, no. So if you can write, you're gonna make more money than that funny stuff. So funny is definitely way small. It's small.
Okay, so you think my bad.
No, I get what he's saying. I understand.
So how do you feel about the way, well, I ain't gonna say the way it seems like comedy is going, but Ali Sadiq is blowing the hell up with kind of storytelling comedy. And like I actually seen him say, I don't think he was being disrespectful with it, but he was like, I don't do stand-up. You know what I mean? Like stand-up, like I come up here and I don't write jokes basically. So how is it like I guess that's a different element of comedy, but like you feeling that? Is it cool? Like,
man, Ali been doing comedy longer than me, so whatever he doing up there is probably gonna work anyway. He found his niche and he's running with it, and they love that about him because he been had an old soul since I met him, and he already did time in the joint. So he got that too, and he's very intelligent. So it's like he can't lose for real. Getting up there talking, he know how to tell jokes. He's very intelligent. He's been through some stuff, and he was already dope in the regular arts of stand-up, just doing stand-up up there on stage. So and then he been doing it for a minute. That's why I understand when Cat would tell me he ain't know Ali. I'm like, what is Cat? The Cat crazy, man. Cat, bro, comedians know a lot about comedians. People don't know nothing about comedians. Comedians know about comedians. But go ahead. What else?
let me see. All right. being part of the Ha Ha Mafia, seeing T.I. dip his toe in the comedy game, like how did that make you feel? Like how would you rank T.I.? I know that's your boy, but just like how good was T.I.? Do you think? Like I know he was just starting. I know most people say you ain't even gonna get good in comedy for like 10 years or something like that. But like as far as his start, I think he was doing it for like 3 years or something, 3 or 4. Like how you think T.I. was doing? Because
I think he's
like
doing,
I had a good time at the show.
I think he's doing that stand up now. He's if I was to rank him, and plus I don't do the homeboy shit because, like I said, I came to Atlanta by myself. I don't know why people even would say that. Put me with a motherfucker.
Yeah,
but I don't do the homeboy
bad,
shit. Yeah, but I think he's a hell of a good stand up comedian. From me watching every night. Now I don't know what you have not seen, but me watching him, he's better than most comedians that I've seen.
Really?
Yeah, because when I met Tip in the comedy club. Well, I met him in Magic City, but I met him in the comedy club back in like 01. And he's Front Row Comedy Club. He was at the comedy club every night, every day. He had a night. Tripping on Tuesday in Atlanta is Tip's night. Even though Clay and Duval did it, but it's Tip. 07 is Tip was hot as a firecracker in 07. Clay and Duval piggybacked off Tip's success and made that night. Tip was in there every night yelling out at the crowd. So Tip has been around comedy for as long as. When your first time seeing me, knowing me? What year?
I would say no more than like 5 years.
See there? You know how much you miss? You miss Bad Boys of Comedy, man. You miss Bad Boys in 04. Me hanging out with Diddy every day. During the making of the band, that's me doing comedy with Diddy at the height. You can Google this shit.
Damn.
You miss me on coming to the stage with little JJ, the little kid doing stand up. You miss me on that show with. You miss me on Def Comedy Jam with D.L. Hughley. Mike Epps hosted it first. You miss me on Kevin Hart's show. You miss me on Monique's show.
Okay, resume.
You miss me on Bill Bellamy, Who's Got Jokes. You miss me on all the Comic View shit. I ain't did Comic View since fucking 08 when Cheryl Underwood hosted it. Like you miss me on Wild and Out, bro. That was 17. You miss me in the movie The Trap with Mike Epps starring in that bitch. Like
I seen that.
Speaking role, like moving. You not knocking, but you just miss so much.
And you're right, because like I said,
So
I got to throw this out of my defense real quick. I stumbled into comedy.
No, I got you.
Like I stumbled upon my love of comedy because like during the pandemic when everybody else did, I quit my fucking job. I was like, I ain't about to work around sick motherfuckers wearing masks and all that bullshit. I was like, I'm gonna start a podcast. But living in Kansas City, it ain't like Atlanta. It ain't no fucking celebrities floating around this motherfucker. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking start trying to get these motherfuckers when they come in town in this comedy club. And so when you start talking to comedians every goddamn week, then all of a sudden you really into it. That's how I came across you around then, because I started searching for comedians and shit like that. But comedy, like I didn't get into it until late. No excuse for it, you know what I mean? But I didn't just get into comedy and comedians, the art and all that shit for about 5 or 6 years. But once I did run across you, I was like, you one of them ones.
I would say this. Yeah, I appreciate that. I would say this. Everybody that talks have no data. Most of them. So when people be asking me about Tip, I be like listening to them. Like I listen to you and I'm like, when like you talking in past tense, like you think he quit or something. Feel because that's the data you get, that's the news you probably got Tip back around.
No.
But the way you said it in past tense.
Now he said he dropped it because he got to get this last album out the way.
I ain't never heard him say that.
I heard him in the scene.
I've never heard. I said it. I lied on him and said, "Oh, the nigga quit on us." But that was just me talking.
No, he said he had planned to drop this album.
He was just with Deion Cole in Miami. That's probably about 4 or 5 days ago.
Okay, I got it.
No, I'm saying like he never said that, and he been dropping music the entire time. I'm in the chat. This nigga been dropping music the whole damn 3 years. We've been listening to music that Let Him Know just blew up.
Yeah.
That's it. Now he ain't got time to do much but that because he is a rapper.
Yeah.
I ain't even been in the chat. You know why I ain't been in the chat? Or I ain't did no videos. Tip and hit us in the video. He just hit me today, said he on the way to Fort Lauderdale. So what I'm saying is, I ain't been able to catch up because I've been busy. I've been if you look at my IG, I've been pushing out so much because IG paying now.
Yeah.
So I've been pushing out so much shit on IG, Facebook. I just got monetized within the last 6-8 days.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So I done missed every video. You like pop my head up in every Tip video. But I ain't did none because I'm too busy doing what I came here to do.
Yeah.
So Tip can't hit a rap. So even if he does do comedy, he ain't never quit. But at the end of the day, it's foreign me listening to you thinking that he ain't really no comedian. That's kind of crazy to me. That's crazy because that's all I know Tip as a funny ass nigga.
Okay.
All I know about him is cracking the goddamn jokes, going back and forth. So
quick too.
I'm gonna give a little more thing to it.
Because I was about to say, you got an insider's plug though too.
That's why I said the people that speaking have no data.
Yeah.
And they just going. It's like, I'm gonna give drop another little thing where you thought I was talking about the girl stole the joke. The shit between me and Dro saying he gonna slap me. Man, even when that happened, I was like, they don't really know. Now that's never happened, the slap part, but they don't know how this nigga roast and get on my goddamn nerves every time I see him.
Yeah.
But you see people in the audience, I mean, in the comments, like, he's trying to crack a joke. No, the fuck it ain't. Not with that black ass nigga, because he go all day too.
Yeah.
He in a bad mood today. That's my motherfucking brother. He went off, but that's it.
Why were you?
So I was
laughing?
watching that shit live too.
I was laughing. I was still laughing. I didn't hear shit he was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear shit he was saying. Nothing. Why was I laughing? At Dro, at what I just said about him croaking out on a bad pill. That's what I was laughing at.
Oh Lord.
Yes, I was laughing at that. When I said that, I was ready to speak again.
Yeah.
But tell me, but his daughter, fuck no, I wasn't laughing at that. My daughter's out here on drugs. My daughter, 23 years old, hooked on fentanyl right now. Been on fentanyl.
Wow.
Before then.
That's what a lot of people ran with because it was the time.
Yeah, because they have no data.
Yeah.
It looked good. I didn't apologize to Dro till Tuesday. Dro apologized to me in that interview, and I left there still like, Dro, nigga, I wasn't laughing at that. And he was like, whatever, man, don't worry, it's cool. And then we just left and got on the fucking jet and came back.
Yeah.
And it was nothing. Me and Dro was still cool and that shit happened at 8 o'clock. We was cool at 8:30.
Yeah.
Like dead ass is. I still got the footage afterward. But when I got back, I didn't apologize to Tuesday because that's when I saw it. I ain't see it till Monday. Well, I didn't even watch it Monday. My mama hit me. My son hit me Wednesday. He didn't even want to tell me. He was about 16.
Yeah.
My mama hit me and said, no, she didn't even hit me, but I was seeing it. People were hitting me. They was hitting me about it, but I didn't look at it till Tuesday.
Yeah.
And when I looked at it, I seen kind of like what you seen, that sniggling and then the snicker got loud. The snicker got loud right there as he said it, but no, I wasn't hearing him. I wasn't listening to nothing. I was really trying to respond, and it was kind of like salty that I flew up there and it got pushed to the back. I was like, hell no. And I was steady trying to crack jokes.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
As a comedian.
The comedy part is cool, but Dro ain't no comedian, Tip wasn't no comedian.
Them your boys.
That's exactly what them niggas do.
Yeah.
And the only thing is, it just got caught on tape. I mean, it just got caught on film, that's all.
And they blew it up.
And as they should. They supposed to. Yeah. Shit, that's how you get that money. I might have got about 10,000 followers out that shit. I had just lost my page.
I was about to say, that shit so blew the fuck up too.
It did exactly what it needed to do, because one thing about Dro, I don't think nobody ever got into it with their favorite goddamn rapper. Dro and MJG my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
So I don't know if none of these niggas ever got into it with their favorite rapper, favorite singer, or nothing like that. What a Whitney Houston claims. I'm gonna choke you, bitch.
I'm a choky bitch.
You be like, all right, Whitney, do your thing, girl. But nah, that was Dro, nigga. I fuck with Dro.
Hell yeah. And I gotta ask you don't seem like the type of comedian that like to rank them just from talking to you. But do you have a top 5?
They like to rank comedian? Well, yeah, I got a top 5.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Shit, Bill, Red, Eddie, Dave, Mantan, Moreland.
That is one hell of a top.
Bill Burr was the first one?
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Okay. I was about to say, hold on now.
Bill
All right.
Cosby, man. Bill Cosby invented the TV, like Boys in the Hood and all these movies we watch. Bill Cosby, he invented pretty much that black movies.
Yeah.
He funded the black exploitation films.
Yeah.
So I guess Mario, I tell this story once, but Mario Van Peebles, the one did New Jack City, his daddy Melvin, kind of like, he was getting money from Bill to he was one of the first pioneers in them films, Blackula and all them type of stuff like that, Badasses. And Bill kind of funded it.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you watch the movie Winning Time, you see Richard Pryor strolling back there, Mike Epps playing Richard Pryor strolling back there with the Lakers players and all that. But then as Nixon and all them on the sideline by the red carpet, Bill Cosby pulls up and the light shines and everybody had security pushed them all out the way. He was that nigga. They did what they did. You know, they come get all of us. If they all of us did some bullshit at some, I ain't did that shit, but Bill was that nigga.
Yeah.
And he built this shit, so he definitely get the #1 spot by far.
Hell yeah.
You know, Eddie Griffin in that top 10, somewhere up in that, throwed up in
I
there.
fucks with Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie Griffin. That's your Kansas City partner.
Hell
Eddie
yeah.
Griffin definitely in that top.
Oh man. I think I done ran out of
Mike
questions.
Epps too, man. Mike Epps too. He definitely in that top. But this is my top 5. Mantan Moreland. He's
Now that's one name I didn't recognize.
he started like in the 30s and 40s.
Oh,
They used to do it about 7 minute stand-ups.
Yeah.
Stand up at a party and start talking and go. And then he did a lot of scary movies. They was letting black people do scary movies, playing, you know, kind of spooks and stuff, just all kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he was the first one doing that. Him and Ben Carter. He put Nipsey Russell in position.
Man, it sounds like you a student of comedy, brother. I thought
I was back
I
then.
need to take some more classes. Shit.
you've been studying. You said
yeah.
you've been in the game for years. Is there something that you still have not done yet that you set out to do? Like when you moved to Atlanta, I know you had it all. You didn't have it figured out, but you had an idea of what you wanted to do. Have you done everything?
Man, I think I might have had that done. Like I was telling him about Bad Boys of Comedy.
Okay.
Like 04, 05, man. Dreads and gold teeth, moving around in Atlanta, apartment complexes, young women. The fuck else you needed?
Wait a minute, you had dreads and
I
gold
was
teeth
just
when you
about to
first
say you had
started?
dreads?
Well, maybe that's why I didn't recognize
That's how
you.
they know me. That's how most people know me. Shit. Most people know the comedian K-Dubb with the dreads and gold teeth. This new
I done
flat
watched
top
a ton of
nigga.
your videos. I've never seen the dreads and gold.
Hey man,
see
you
the
ain't,
fade.
you ain't watched enough of them. That's why I said you missed it. Your Bad Boys of Comedy, I was dread gold teeth. All that shit. All that
about 'em.
shit. Comedian K-Dubb, just put in dreads or something. I mean, you ain't got to put in dreads.
Just pop up. You go by Bang Man. How did that come about?
That's just some play stuff, man. The Bang Man,
Yeah.
that's Fredo Bang.
Okay.
That's Fredo Bang. So I just say that, just being funny for real. The Bang Man. That shit don't mean nothing. That's Bad Boys of Comedy right here.
Oh wow, you were so young.
Yeah, that's 04.
You had them Lil Wayne dreads.
Nigga, the Yin Yang Twins and Wayne, we all had our dreads at the same time. The gold teeth and all that
Yeah.
shit. That's all the 03 franchise boy. Me and Parlay used to be talking shit because he had dreads and gold teeth and I had dreads and gold teeth.
I like it.
Parlay from the franchise. But that's all. I cut them dreads in 07.
I like it. So anybody trying to come up in comedy, like what's your advice to them? Because a lot of people can't handle bombing on stage, but you kept going.
Shit, coming up. Coming up is one thing. Coming up is one thing, but enjoy yourself. You better. I hope you're having fun. If you want to park cars, if you the best valet parker, do that. You're gonna make $1 million.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna know. You're gonna be made $1 million. I done made millions of dollars doing comedy. If I add them up, millions.
Yeah.
Not no hundreds of thousands. Not no 873,000. Millions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And spent the money on whatever. I don't even know. Whatever you spent yours on. I don't goddamn know what I spent it on.
All right, I asked everybody this question. I asked every comedian this question. It's like no disrespectful shit or nothing, but my question is always, why do you feel like you aren't bigger than you are? And I only ask the funny comedians this because I feel like in comedy, it should be about funny, and more people should know the funny people because it's a lot of, I ain't gonna say cornballs, but it's a lot of so-so comedians, and everybody see these motherfuckers every day.
Well, I answered it earlier. It's 90% business, 10% funny, and then you know, man, you got so much going again. It ain't got nothing to do. I don't know what you're looking for, to be honest with you, because even if I see somebody that ain't where they supposed to be, for real, it's because of something. But I ain't never met a comedian that wasn't where he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Damn.
I ain't never met now. Every comedian is wherever they supposed to be. Like who? Like it's like shit. She's a pretty girl and you're a cool guy. Who the fuck are you gonna talk to if I don't come? And if I don't come, you'll think I'm bigger than what I am. Me showing up probably bring me down a human. But if I stayed the fuck away like Carlos Miller, like I tell the young comedians, I be like, the difference between me and Carlos Miller is I come around you niggas. He don't. If I stop coming, y'all will think bigger because I remember comedians that was bigger until I started seeing them.
Yeah.
So it's like when you lay eyes on them up, and if you tell about big like Bernie Mac, you don't go there. You big like, you don't get there like that, and you be that big to some more people who you don't know. It's like niggas in Alaska, maybe niggas in some part of Winter Haven, Florida.
Yeah.
I'm that big to them because they know me from all this shit. You just caught on. So it's almost like how Bernie Mac ain't a good comedian to me, but he's a funny person. But it's a nigga on here to be like, get the fuck out of here. He got to understand that's how I look at Bernie, and that's how he look at Bernie. And then you look at me like, the way you look at me is like, I supposed to be bigger. But it's another motherfucking Mississippi like, man, that nigga living, man.
Yeah. Already made it.
Eating, man. He out here owning, man.
Yeah.
Nigga around everybody. Bernie, Mac, Mike Epps. It ain't the way you saying it. But I get it, though.
Yeah, that's why I had to lead it off with no disrespect.
No, it
but
ain't
always,
disrespect. Shit, ain't no bad questions for real.
Okay.
So that's just it. So I like I said, every comedian I know, they just do, especially me.
Yeah.
Especially with a nigga like you just hitting me out the blue. Like I said, cool guy, pretty girl. Like nobody's calling mediocre people.
Hell no.
So you winning.
I told you that on the phone.
Yeah,
Ain't funny. I ain't calling them.
Yeah.
It's a win.
Yeah.
It's all a win, nigga. If you don't look at it that way, then you'll fuck around and lose it.
Ain't bullshit.
Then nobody be calling you. You won't be walking in no high-rise building across from Lennox telling somebody, I got something to do. You don't have shit to do. You're so. How long I been here? About what? Hour and a half? Whoever looking for me, I'm busy.
Booked and busy.
I'm booked and busy.
Hell yeah, man. We got one more question?
I think I'm good. He done answered all my questions.
Yeah, I was about to say it. A lot of this shit on the paper, you know what? This has been a good ass interview because a lot of people don't want to talk. A lot of motherfuckers want to act like, I ain't talking to you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But a lot of questions, you just like ran across them. You know what I mean? Just like segued right into them. And it been, I enjoy just the part of you leaving and searching. Like, you need to make that into a movie. You came down here, bro. That's a movie. That is a fucking script, bro.
You need the first person to say that. They be like, bro, you gotta do something. I be like, I'm same way like how I was in 01. I'm still lost. What the fuck do I do to do that? Then I be like, okay, I got it. It's like monetizing. I'm calling Tony Baker and Kev on stage. And these guys ain't even monetized. I'm like, y'all not monetized? Y'all got millions of followers. They like, how you do it? I don't know. I just kept tapping.
Yeah.
I really don't know how I monetize. I don't even know how I get the blue check. I don't know how nothing on Instagram work. I just got it going on that thing. And these guys ain't even monetized. I'm like, I'm on the phone with Tony Baker. Like, nigga, you got all these followers, all these views. Why you not monetized? So everything is blind. I'm doing everything blind.
Hey, well, man, I ain't as big as them, but you ever need any damn information. That's one thing I did. This last 4 years when I've been here, like, I started from the goddamn bottom, researched YouTube, researched monetization, just every fucking thing.
I'm monetized.
Like, I didn't get, hell yeah. She's the queen. You see her damn page like shit. That's why I hit her up. Same way I interviewed you, I seen her. I was like, shit, I need to do a podcast with you. Your personality is fucking crazy.
Thank you.
Your work ethic. Like, I used to see her post 10, 12 videos a day. I'm like, dude, this one, shit, you got a job? Like, what are you doing?
I don't come from nothing.
But it's
That's
the
what
hustle,
I just
though.
said. I got to go post.
Hell yeah, man.
I got to go post. I can't do less than 4 or 5 videos a day at this point.
God
Yeah.
damn.
You monetize on IG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And Facebook.
I don't know who be saying IG don't pay good. If you post enough, they pay them little 4s and 5s and 6s and
Add
$7.
up.
Hell
good.
yeah.
Add up.
See, I've been eating on Facebook, but now I got the podcast going. I'm coming IG. But like I said, we appreciate the hell out of you for coming through.
Yes, sir.
This is a real good podcast, man. Good conversation, bro. So, hell yeah, we out of here. We'll check y'all out later.
Bye.
Holla, holla.